It's been a long time. Oh, excuse me. Hello, world. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've made a video about handwriting analysis, but I thought this would be very interesting. I like watching crime documentaries, and when they show samples of handwriting, quite often I will stop and screenshot the handwriting and have a little go at analysing it and seeing if my conclusions eventually match up with what the outcome of the case is. This is the handwriting, not of the killer. This is an accomplice to the killer of a lady called Sadie Hartley. You can see on the screen here that I've got the screenshot there. Go and watch that video. It's really quite an exciting one. You know, it's not just relaying the story. It's detectives and actually being filmed solving the crime. So yes, this accomplice, she was a very, very devious, calculating woman. Okay, I'll show you where this kind of shows up in the writing in a minute. But yeah, she turned herself in shortly after the actual killer of Sadie Hartley had been detained. And the first thing that she did was make a point of letting everybody know that she had a serious memory issue and that she forgot everything, so she had to write it down, and that, you know, so her memory might be particularly sketchy and I might not be able to remember everything and whatever. Now my contention is that this woman's memory was nowhere near as bad as she was making out. And yes, in the end, she did get a long prison sentence because she was just as much involved as the actual person who killed it. Who killed Sadie Hartley. So, yeah, let's just sort of get into the writing, shall we? We've got, you know, just looking at it as a holistic piece of writing, the first thing that I notice is that it's very intense. She presses very, very hard. She's, you know, it's very intense. It's also sloping slightly to the right. It's a fairly even slope. It means that this person will be quite in your face. You know, you will know when she's walked into the room. She's also, from what I get here, there's a lot of sort of thinking about death going on here. I did try and do markup, but it hasn't worked, so you'll just have to excuse the fact that there is a box round here. It's not meant to be. I can't get rid of it now. I'm not really good with preview, but the way that there are X's here, just where that square is, you can see the cross of the T going into the Y of Sky Plus box there, which it you know, it shouldn't really do. It's showing, and you know, I think, you know, places like this where this G goes down and crosses into the I like that. This is a preoccupation with death, where you see letters kind of making sort of X shapes by overlapping and crossing. There's another one here where she's sort of bottom right, where it says fit here and then goes into falling down there. The loop of the F goes into the capital F there and kind of makes this cross. It's a very, you know, this is someone who is extremely preoccupied with death, and as I say, pushing really hard with that pen, and you know to the point where it looks smudgy in places. Oh look, there's another cross there. Buying and me, or we, yeah, it's we, it's a W there. So yeah, this is a very intense person. Okay, she's probably good with money. Look at this G here. Very strategic. These are the strategic types of F here. Hey everybody, we want to go on a picnic. Give me your dates in your diary, and I'll go on TripAdvisor and I'll sort it all out. And this is someone who, you know, will organise everything. It's not a spontaneous person. This is someone who can, you know, gather all the relevant data and sort of turn it into a plan. Very, very strategic. Okay. The other prominent feature of this writing is also the fact that her loops here are quite spiritual. These sort of top loops here, like in buying, the B of buying, that's quite a spiritual person here. There's another one somewhere else. There's one there going into nearby. Where else have we got? Yeah, nearly on that H. Is that a loop there? But yeah, I mean, this is not someone who's mental. This is a person who's got her head screwed on properly. It's all sort of, there are prominent upper, middle, and lower zones, and it's all sort of more or less proportionate. I'd say she's got a high sex drive because the loops of her G's are sort of going down a long way, too far. Okay, hence that's why we're getting the crossovers, and where we get these crossovers, where it is also showing this preoccupation with death. But yeah, and also the fact that this is sort of, if you see where my little cross is here, it's also kind of pointy, and it's pointy there. There's another one here on hissy fit down here, very pointy, shows sexual curiosity as well. And I wonder whether or not, these two women, their sex lives were a bit weird. And I wonder whether or not the two of them were perhaps having an affair or something like that. I don't think we'll ever know. Okay. Now, we have some stabs of temper. It would. The dot on that I is a temper tantrum sort of stand out there. Oh no, now I've got another blob here. Oh no, now it's going to put another box there. I don't want it. Go away. Another one on think. See how far away that dot is there. This is someone who not only is she capable of delivering plans, this is enthusiasm for delivering plans. This T going across here, this T bar going across here shows she's got very high goals. She is, she'll go for the sky. She won't just sort of think, Sadie Hartley, wife of man that my friend's having an affair with, therefore let's slash his tyres. This is not that. This is, or slash her tyres, this is someone who is going to aim for the sky, okay? The dot over here, it's a temper tantrum dot, but it also follows through. Because if you think about the way you would write that word think, and you're joining it up together, perhaps I'm a bit mistaken with some of these spiritual loops. That is definitely a loop on that H there, but maybe I am. Maybe that's part of the F, I don't know. But anyway, so she's writing the word think. She's going down, she's going up, she's going down, she's doing Harry Hump, she's putting the dot on the I, she's then going into the N, she's going here, she's going down there, she's coming up here, and a kick off there, and then she's going back, she's putting that high T bar followed by that dot. Okay, so it's showing that she can actually, she's got these highfalutin ideas, she can follow them through, but it's a stabby dot. Look at the dot on evil, look at the dot on bitch, it's a stabby dot. This is pure temper, this is someone, she's angry here, she is angry, but, as I say, she is together. She's together. The way that she appeared on this TV program was, of the concerned person that couldn't quite believe that the killer of Sadie Hartley had actually killed Sadie Hartley. She's basically, she's very good at putting on an act. Very manipulative. Very manipulative. What else can we show here? We've done the strategic F. The Y's in the middle of words and the G's and other loopy letters, where they kind of go down and join up here, it's showing that she's actually quite fulfilled in her relationships and friendships. And look again at how far away that I is, the dot is from that I. Again, this is she is planning. She is planning. You see, enthusiastic. not only high goals here with that T bar going high up, but it's going across all those other letters. It's enthusiastic, but I think the thing that seriously kind of nails the coffin of this woman is the fact that when we get to evil bitch, it suddenly goes out of cursive. But not only does it go out of cursive, the gaps in between those letters, apart from the death cross down here, but the gaps of those letters are not the actual, natural gaps that you would have in someone that didn't write in cursive. People who don't write in cursive, and also people who write in block capitals, if they do all their writing in block capitals, it means that they are very capable of controlling the amount of information they want to put into the public. And, they are hardly going to tell you anything. You could be in the room with them. They could be perfectly charming, really nice. And, you can feel like you're sort of getting a friendship with them, but they're not giving you it all, basically. You're not getting the full them. They take a lot of getting close to. But look how, this is unnatural. This is unnatural. She is capable of concealing an awful lot. And yeah, the cross of death there, the stabby temper up there. And where I'm getting the fact that I really don't think her memory is as bad as she thought, and I think she was putting on a pretty strong act for the police, was the fact that these B's, okay, the B is the letter which kind of shows how good you are at retaining information and keeping it there. Look, it's tall, so she's going to be a good researcher. She's looking to high authorities here. Comes down, okay. She digests the knowledge as the letter comes round here, and she takes it in, and it stays. Okay, there's no gaps there, and it's consistent here in buying, it's consistent here, it's consistent in probably, upbeat down here. The sky box had a hissy fit. There, you see, and this is someone who can take in information, digest it, internally digest it, and retain it. Okay, if there were gaps where the B closed up, for example, you might suggest otherwise, that although she was looking things up and whatever, and able to sort of go to high authority and high sources to get information, she maybe, if there was a gap there, couldn't quite remember it, not necessarily getting everything out of her sources that she could be. But this woman isn't. This woman is well capable of retaining what she finds out. And I really just think here that we just had someone that was putting on a very, very good act. And, she actually didn't fool me. What other things can we get here? She wants physical attention or physical affection, play, that P there. That's the physical affection P. Anything else there? Any other P's there you can see? Let's have a little look at the... Oh, wait a minute. The place there. No, that's not... It's not consistent, so... Let me have a look. Had a lovely lie in. Wet out, so left, there's that strategic F again. I think she's probably highly sensitive as well. If you had a joke at her expense, she wouldn't appreciate you for it. Yeah. But yeah, so that's just a very brief analysis of the accomplice to the killer of Sadie Hartley. Highly manipulative, highly calculated, very, very intense woman, bit of a liar, and certainly good at putting on an act. Far more strategic and calculating than she likes to give the impression of. Okay, so that's been very brief. And yeah, I am going to make another one of these because I've got some more handwriting somewhere. I was just having trouble finding the screenshots that I took of it. But I'll upload another one of these because they're interesting. All right, see you later. Bye bye.